Hello there. Before we get into tonight's video, I wanted to come on here and give a brief update and kind of raise some awareness of what's going on in my area. As most of you know, I live in Western Carolina, and if you've been watching the news, you know that we have been massively disrupted by Hurricane Helene. And quite frankly, that's a massive understatement. The cell towers are out, the internet is out, and somehow, by the grace of God, we are one of the lucky ones that still have power. Here are photos from various cities affected by the hurricane, and I cannot stress this enough that this is not an isolated incident. Some of these cities are hundreds of miles from one another. This is a photo of the interstate going towards Tennessee. It is completely destroyed, and here's a road map showing all the closures across the state, making it hard to evacuate or deliver supplies. This photo here, which is what I previously shared on my community tab, was just 3 minutes down the road from me. The Red Cross is offering relief to anyone affected by Hurricane Helene. If you feel compelled to donate, I will leave a link in the description. Lastly, tonight's video was recorded at the tail end of the hurricane, and we had already lost cell service and internet. If at any point in this video it seems like I am downplaying the situation, just know that I was completely oblivious to what was going on just right down the road from me. Thank you very much for your support, and enjoy tonight's video.
Thank you to all the Rare and Up members. The link to join is in the description. Enjoy tonight's video. Everybody, it's me, CNB, and today I am back with another ASMR video. Today is a very different style of video. As you can tell, we are not in my office, we are in my garage. This is the garage. Alright, I feel like I had to say that. If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Alright. Alright, that just threw me all off. It's been a weird morning. It is currently like 10 o'clock in the morning. I live in North Carolina, and we are at the tail portion of Hurricane Helene. I think it's Helene, not Helen. And we are without internet at the moment, so I figured, you know what, if I can't do anything for games, I've been wanting to do this for a while. Part of me wanted to do this like yesterday or 2 days ago, while it was still raining, and you guys could have heard the rain sounds. I think actually when I started recording this video, the sun was starting to come out, which is crazy because it's been raining nonstop here for 3 days. They've got the roads are closed. All of the roads here in my town are closed. So I think we're pretty much in a state of emergency. A lot of the valley in here in the mountains and the valleys, they get hit hard by these kind of hurricanes. Believe it or not, certain places are safe and certain places are disastrously unsafe. I live on a hill. My neighborhood, this new neighborhood, was kind of built in a hilly area, so luckily for me, there's no pooling around my garage, there's no pooling in my backyard. But if you live at the bottom of this hill, things are probably a little bit different. So, I just want to, I wanted to recognize how thankful I am that this new house is not destroyed today, but also come on here and just hope everybody's doing well. I know hurricanes can be scary, the floods can be scary. Last week we went to Oak Island, which is basically right side Myrtle Beach. For those of you that are in the South, you've probably heard of Myrtle Beach. caffeine, but when it comes to energy drinks, these are as healthy as they come. So, zero sugar, all that stuff. Anyways, I don't want this to be a whole ad for Juvie. Yeah, so this is, those of you that have been around for a long time, you might recognize the weights in the mirror in the background. Yes, that is the weights in the mirror that have been long forgotten from the Georgia townhouse era of my content. There they are. I know some of you guys have probably missed that in the backdrop. I'm completely kidding, of course. And then, oh, you can't see it, but right off screen, you know what? I'm gonna do it. Oh, there it is. There's the legendary C&P sign. Yeah, we're in the presence of some legendary stuff here. Very nostalgic. Very, a lot of memories with this thing. If you're wondering why I haven't put that in my office, truthfully, now that I'm like kind of settled in, I kind of do want to put it back in the office. The battery sources are completely fried. The light itself is not fried, but the battery sources are not working anymore, so I gotta replace the battery sources on it. I need to remember to look over here and not over here. I always want to look over here, but you guys are right here. Okay. What else? This. You might be noticing this behind me. That is my sauna box. I bought when I moved in, and I've only used it like twice. I need to start using it more. I need to start using this room more. I haven't even worked out here yet. You might notice like the gym flooring. I got the padded flooring for in here, and I'm sitting on my bench. By the way, I completely forgot to mention the bench that was always in the background. I'm sitting on that, so more nostalgia. But let me kind of work on my posture a little bit. I have a bad habit of slouching over during these videos, but what else? Yeah, we are safe, though. I do want to say that we are safe. Hopefully, the internet comes back on by the end of the day, so I can, get some other things done. Obviously, no promises that this video will be out by tonight, Friday night. If I don't have internet, I can't really do anything to upload or edit or do anything like that. So fingers crossed it comes back. I guess you'll know by the time you see this video that my internet is back on. If not, I don't know, I'll try to give like some updates or something. But yeah, so my sauna box. It is a wet sauna. I have done a lot of research into like heat and cold therapy. They actually sell a cold plunge along with it, but I did not get that. I just went with the sauna box. And my plan was to use it when I was working out. Like I want to turn this thing on, and then I want to come in here, do sets, get in the sauna box, come in here, do more sets, get in the sauna box. Or, if that's too much and gets sweat and moisture all over the place, just hopping in for like 10 minutes at the end of my workout or at the beginning of the workout, either or, just to get a nice sweat in. I need to start coming in here and actually lifting again, because it's been far too long. Back when you guys used to see these in the background, I was in much better shape. But at least they have a home here in this house, whereas I had this was not an option in the apartment. I have a feeling that once I start using it, I will get addicted to using it, and that's a good thing. Sometimes it's about taking the first step, and I've been take that first step for weeks now, and I don't know. It's just part of it is a little bit scary. I've always been a very fitness focused, and I'm now 30 years old, and obviously I'm not going to be able to do the stuff that I used to be able to do. I'm not going to be able to, those go up to like 110 pounds. I'm going to want to come in here and put it on 110 pounds and do some bench press or shoulder press or whatever the heck it is. And I'm just not going to be able to do it, and it's going to break me. It's going to break my physical body, and it's going to break me mentally, because, I'm not quite there yet. So I think there's like a mental block more than anything of, I need to come in here and just put it on like 30 pounds and just move around, do something. But there's definitely like a mental block in the back of my head that's like, man, you haven't touched a weight in years. Alright, I'm back. Air conditioning cut on, so I had to go and cut it off. It's literally directly to this wall behind me, so it gets really loud in here. Where was I though? Yeah, the mental block of it all is really getting me. It's really getting me. So, I just wanted to give my testimony to that. If you guys have similar situations, listen to me. I'm out of shape from walking up the stairs. If you guys have any similar testimonies of, ex-athletes that maybe stopped working out for a bit and want to get back into shape, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, man. I really would, because it feels good to know that you're not alone. I know a lot of people out there. A lot of people out there kind of deal with that. There's like a psychological thing outside of people that play sports all their lives. They get done with playing sports and they go into a depression because they've made their entire life about X, about football, about basketball, about baseball, and just make sure I'm still recording. I didn't stop the recording. Anyways, they make their entire lives about football, about baseball, about basketball, about soccer, about volleyball. I played football for 14 years, I would say, especially in high school and in college. Football was an identity, it wasn't all, I'm not saying that's my life is starts and ends with football, but on the top of the list of, here's Logan, here's what Logan's all about, friends, family, and football is like way up here. And then you lose that after, playing for forever, and it's hard. Of course, I quit. It's now been like 7-8 years ago. I don't even remember I don't even know how I did all of that. It's like another life. It was basically a lifetime ago at this point, but I remember how I felt when I was done, and it was not good. And there's probably some residual to that today, but specifically for offensive linemen, I know for a fact that there is some residual there, because as offensive linemen, when I was growing up, I was always undersized, and whenever I would eat dinner, my parents would really push me to finish my entire meal, because it was important. It was important as an offensive lineman. These college offensive linemen are 300 pounds. NFL offensive linemen are like 350 pounds, or anywhere between 300 and 350 pounds, which sounds unhealthy, but if you do it the right way, it can be very healthy. I would not say Joe Alt is unhealthy. I would say he's perfectly healthy. I want to say he is like 6'5", 300 plus pounds, and he is perfectly healthy. I could be wrong, and maybe that's a bad example, but I promise you there's not an NFL lineman that is unhealthy. But what I'm trying to say is, when you go so long with finishing your meal, you gotta finish every meal. Go back, get seconds. You gotta make sure you're keeping that weight on. And then you stop playing, and you've built these eating habits of, oh, I have to finish every meal. Oh, it's lunchtime. I need to make myself 3 peanut butter and jellies, or to supplement my meal, or oh, I didn't finish all of it. I need to sit here, wait about 5 minutes, catch my breath, and finish the rest of my meal. I need to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can to keep the weight on, and it's all up here. It's all up here. There's been studies about it, that this happens to offensive linemen. They're so used to eating so much that when they stop playing, they keep eating so much. And not that I eat a ton. I'm not sitting here eating buckets of food at a time, but I will say I don't remember, even to this day, I will be eating and I'll start to feel myself getting full, and I'll keep eating, and then I notice that I'm doing it. It's a real problem. It really is. It is a real problem. But it's it's just part of the game, It's just part of the game. What else we have are pumpkins in here. We pulled in all of our decorations. We put up decorations for Halloween. It is October after all. Well, actually, I don't even think it's October yet. I think it's still September, but yeah, it is still September. My fiance loves Halloween. It's one of her favorite holidays, and she likes to decorate for stuff. So we put out pumpkins and some plants, which I'm not going to pull the plants up, but we've fully decorated for Halloween, and I'm sitting here behind the camera. I'm still looking at some more decorations that either need to get put up, as in put up outside, or they need to get put up inside. The house is coming along well. Those of you that have been keeping up with my journey, and long-time subscribers, hold on. The wind is picking up outside. Those of you that have been watching for a long time and been along for this ride, I've been kind of keeping you guys updated with the front room, the loft. Obviously the office is put together, but it's not all the way put together. What you see behind the camera is put together, but what you see in front of the camera is put together, but what you see behind the camera is not put together. And once I can get everything put together, then I will do a full house tour for you guys. I'm so pumped about this. We are in such a better place now. It's even just doing this video kind of reminds me of how good I felt when I was doing the ASMR in the car. I always felt really good about those videos, and you guys really loved those videos, so I'm gonna keep doing these as long as you guys enjoy it. But yeah, I think that is gonna be it for the most part. I touched on some things. I touched on some testimony on, what I've been going through behind the scenes. It's nice to hear. I know as a viewer watching, if I heard somebody talking about this, then I would be, that's the garage door. Oh, jeez. Here comes the wind. If I heard somebody talking about this, it would make me feel like I'm not alone. If any of this video related to you, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Whether you're an ex-athlete or, maybe not in shape, but want to be in shape, or, anything for that matter. You never know. You never know what others are going through. So, I promise nobody's gonna, hopefully, I can't speak for the entire internet, but my community is very wholesome, and I'm certain that if you let your story be known in the comments, you're gonna get some positive feedback. But in case you don't, in case there's some negative feedback, man, don't listen to those people. Don't listen to those people. I've learned that the internet is a very dumb, very, very dumb place. Oh my goodness, it's so dumb. I think one day, if I ever am to retire from making content, the number one reason will just be because the internet is just so tiresome, man. It is just so tiresome. Some of the people are just, a lot of the people, the majority of the people, it's always the loudest people that are the dumbest. And, man, it's so tiresome. It is so tiresome. So if I ever disappear, just know that that's probably why. I don't have any plans of doing it, but I find myself getting very frustrated with the internet a good bit, and I can see myself peacing out one day, but it's not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. A little bit shorter, but it's starting to get really windy out, and I don't want the video to get ruined. So I'll see you all in the next one. If you want me to do a pure mic rubbing video in the garage, this is the